Good Saturday morning. I am just heading out here to the greenhouse. I'm hoping to get my lettuce and my brassica seedlings in the unheated greenhouse. But I have not really been in here since the fall, and I didn't do the best job of closing it up. So I thought I'd take you through, show you what I'm doing today. I have a little repair to do as well. So I haven't even been in here besides to get some pots. So it's a mess. Just lower your expectations. All right, so everything's been holding up pretty well in here. We did have some snow load over the winter, actually more ice load. We had 2 big ice storms in the same week. So these 2 supports that I put up, I hope you can see that on camera, they caved in a little bit, so they were up on their skiddy end. So I'm going to prop those back up to where they should be. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a few cross braces here, just some scrap I have in the basement, and I'm just going to add some cross braces in there. And in the fall, I may actually connect the inner ribs just with some wire or something to this support, because that's what happened. You can see here. These 2 supports slid apart and it allowed ice to accumulate right there. But there's no issues in here. It's this is my $100 greenhouse, and this is its 3rd year. And last year we recovered it. Oh, there's an empty beer can there. We were sitting in here the other night and had a beer because it's nice and warm in here in the evenings. So I'm going to take some time today and do some cleaning up. These are our before shots, and we'll show you some after shots. I've got some fencing down here because I want to make a quail run. So I'm going to drag that out and see how much I have. I think I'm going to buy some more at Princess Auto. And I bought new trays this year, but I'll still keep these trays. They're super useful. I got some tools in here that I just threw in here. The tiller is in here. That's going to come out. My chicken bedding is in here. That's probably going to stay. I think I am going to switch out this door. I probably won't do that today because it is supposed to rain. That's why I'm working in here. So this door is too heavy. It is pulling the frame. You can tell if it's on camera. It's pulling. The weight is twisting the frame a little bit there. So I'm going to take this door out eventually and just build a scrap wood, like barn style door, instead of this big heavy vinyl door. Metal door. All right, so I'm going to get started on cleaning it up in here, and then I might take you on a little tour of my seedlings as well once I get them out here. They're sitting on the kitchen table currently. They've been hardened off this week, and I might take you on a tour of my seedlings downstairs too. All right, time to get cleaning, and I'll bring it back when it looks a little more reasonable in here. I'm wondering if we should put this hunk of rag in behind the corners of those 2x4s.
Yeah, because you already got a wear
I saw that, yeah. All right, so I just did a real quick tidy. I'm now going to do a much better tidy because I want to pull everything out from underneath here. That noise in the background, my husband's just doing some yard work. I empty all those pots, and then he came in and helped me here for a minute. I just cut some braces, and he went up and screwed them for me. And then we threw just some rubber around. It's just an old piece of trampoline rubber, just because it was scratching a little bit. If you can see up there, it was scratching a little bit on the plastic. I might throw a little piece of tuck tape on that too. But we just did 1, 2, 3 braces. I know it's nothing fancy. This is just a whole plant. So this is what I devised last year to put my hanging baskets on, and I just left them there because it seems to work fine. I'm probably going to hang up the empty ones for now until I actually do them up, just to keep them out of the way. And then, yeah, I'm just going to organize all this stuff in here. And I'll probably bring you back when I got my plants in. And I missed fertilizer Friday yesterday, so now it's Saturday. So we're going to do fertilizer Saturday of these plants before they rest out here for the night. Well, it's a few hours later. The rain has held off, but I'd say anytime now it's going to start. But I managed to get all my plants out here. I got everything tidied up inside. Just a little sneak peek of how the garden's looking. Garlic's coming up. These strawberries are looking gorgeous. Should be a great strawberry year. It's chives there. Anyway, I'd take you in and show you what we managed to get accomplished today. So, hubby helped me with the bracing up top. I think I showed you this already. Anyway, we got those in. I'm thinking I might stick another one right here just for a little extra support, but I mean, that can get tacked up anytime. That's really easy to get to. So we kept our chairs in here. I'm telling you, if you have a greenhouse, it is a beautiful time on like a Friday evening. If it's 5 degrees outside, it's 10, 15 degrees in here. It's a great temperature to sit and have a cocktail. So I was going to fertilize, but I opted to wait until tomorrow just because it is cooling off. It's only supposed to get down to about 6 tonight, I think, but I don't want to water these right before the temperature drops. As you'll see, I have everything pulled out from the plastic because if anything was going to damage, it's when that plastic blows in and touches it. I did look ahead at the forecast. Monday looks like the temperature is going to go down to 3. So I will probably come out Monday and just throw an old bed sheet over here. So yeah, I just kind of tidied her up a little bit. Now in the height of season here, the end of May, this will be filled to the gills. There won't be any chairs or any shavings or anything. But I keep my shavings in here. I just sort of organize this a little bit. This is leftover plastic from when we covered the greenhouse, and that trampoline mat, which I use for all kinds of things. Trampoline netting I use for berry bushes. We have some shingles from when I did the chicken coop, which might be getting used for another project. And then just some extra plant pots and stuff. And then I moved all my seedlings out here, so I've been hardening these off for about a week now. So I just putting them on the front step every day, and everything has been looking great. They stayed out all day yesterday. So a lot of these are going to be for sale, but I decided to change it up a little bit. Here, I'll show you this one. So these are going to be my tea packs. So I have calendula, echinacea, chamomile, and mint in one multi-pack. So for the tea lovers. I'm going to do my lettuce and variety packs, but right now it is just done up individually, and I'll kind of mix and match. I'm waiting on my ruby red lettuce downstairs. This is butter crunch, right where I want it to be. These are just some hollyhocks for me that I'm going to put in my border. Some spinach as well. I don't usually start spinach in cells, but I had some space, so I figured why not. I should probably be able to put those out this week. This is some cat grass I got. I think it's probably rye, but I just grow for the chickens. Some chives, and then I did some of my herbs in individual packs as well. White Boston lettuce. This forms a really nice head. This is a really good lettuce. I did these little perennial herb multi-packs as well. We have thyme, chives, oregano, and sage. So they're growing in nicely. I noticed this, I just use cribrials for my shelving here. And this one is getting very bent out of shape. So I just put a couple 2x4s to kind of bridge the gap. Some individual herbs, some sage here, red Russian kale and green curly kale. I did them as multi-packs as well. I find 4 kale for us is enough to grow. I don't really want any more of that. I was going to put mint in here, but I have some lemon balm over in the garden. I might do some of my tea packs with lemon balm in them. A whole tray of parsley. That's going to go in my mixed herb packages. Some Swiss chard. I have a little bit of that ruby red lettuce, but the rest is just sprouting downstairs. Oh, look how dry that sage is. It needs some water. This is all cabbage. Some will sell, but I will plant a lot of this. I really like cabbage, and I really like sauerkraut. And what kind? Grand Rapids. This is another beautiful lettuce. This grows really fast. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones. And then some individual perennial herbs. We have peppermint, thyme, some chamomile, some more sage, and then some oregano packs. So yeah, that's how everything's looking in here. Very happy with it. I'm glad I took a little bit of time today and just cleaned this up. This kind of feels like we're really getting gardening season off to the right foot now. And sometimes it's really nice on a weekend to do a project that you can start and finish in the same day, because I have a lot of projects on the go. And if you want to stick around, I'll just pop down into the basement under my grow lights and I'll give you a really quick tour of the other seedlings I have started. All right, I put the flash on. My lights aren't on at this time of day, so instead of fiddling around with the timer, be a quick tour anyway. As you can see, these are my tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. These are probably smaller than most people are used to seeing at this time of year, but tomatoes grow really fast. And I like to put out a short, stumpy tomato. It's very windy here, so all kinds of tomatoes. These are tomatoes I still have to pot up. Most of these are going to be rejects, unfortunately. There's nothing wrong with them, but these were all saved seeds. Forget which kind this one is. So we just have just a generic beefsteak. Actually, these are bought seeds. Beefsteak, and then Mennonite orange and Wenzel. That's a potato leaf. Heirloom potato or tomato. I just threw in all the saved seeds I had because they were going to be about 3 years old, and I think I had 100% germination. So these need to be potted up desperately. I've got some basil started back here, some purple basil. Those will go in those herb packs with the parsley that's out in the greenhouse. Peppers back here, that's where my peppers are at. Once again, these are probably smaller than you're used to seeing, but I would much rather put out a strong small plant than a weak tall plant. So I find the less time under grow lights, the better, the more time under the good old sun. This is celery. I'm hoping this catches up. Some of it's starting to put out their first set of true leaves, but tomatoes, mostly tomatoes down here. Tomatoes, tomatoes, more tomatoes, more tomatoes, more tomatoes, more celery. I have the red light on here. I don't know if it's probably making it worse. Let me just turn this off and see if that looks any better. Is that any better to see? There's not much to see anyway, but this is some chevril I started. I actually restarted some seeds because it wasn't coming up very well. Then I have some cilantro, a dill, marigolds. These I just started 2 days ago. Sunflowers, cosmos, nasturtiums. So yeah, nothing's really popping up yet, but yeah, just what's today, Saturday? I think I put these in on Thursday. And that's my ruby red lettuce that I restarted. This is some Thai basil. I've never actually successfully grown it before, but this is gotta be, I don't know if it's just that slow growing or if I'm just have not ideal conditions. And then there's some various seeds over here that I don't even have labeled. That's what I have down here. The tags are bigger than the plants at this point, but by the time I am planting out will be another 5 weeks. And that's when I do my seedling sale as well. So in 5 weeks, there'll be a ton of growth on these. And my next thing to start is squash. So winter squash and pumpkins and cucumbers. Okay, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to sit down, put my feet up, and enjoy my afternoon with my kids. Have a great day. Happy gardening. Bye now.